Welcome back to the One Man Startup channel. If you've been following along this channel, you're likely someone who wants to start their own business or at least learn how to build a mobile app. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the three main reasons I think it's not a good idea for you to start your own business. Let me preface all this by saying I overall do think it's a very good idea for everyone to try and start their own business if it's something they want to do. However, there are a few key factors that I think you need to consider before actually going and trying to start something new. The first one comes down to discipline, and really the lack of discipline is something you need to consider when trying to start anything new. If you're not the type of person that can be self-motivated and push yourself to do things that you may not want to do, then starting your own business is probably not the best choice for you at this time. The reason for this, especially if you're going to be starting by yourself, is you're going to need to be the one to push yourself and actually get things done. Now, that's not to say that you need to be the most disciplined person to start something. You just need to realize that you're the one that needs to push yourself. And if that's not something that you're good at doing, then it might not be the best idea for you to try and start your own business or even start your own mobile app. If you're starting your own business or even trying to build your own mobile app, it's going to be a ton of work. And if you're doing it by yourself, you're going to need to set up some ways to keep yourself on track. And if you don't have the discipline to keep yourself on track, then your business is never going to get off the ground or your app is never going to get built. So definitely consider how you keep yourself motivated and look into that before you actually begin building anything. The second reason I would give you for not starting your own business or mobile app is that you have no patience and you're not able to wait for results. So with starting a new business or mobile app, it's going to be a long process. You're not going to have overnight results, and it's going to take you months or maybe even years to get it off the ground. Depending on how much time you can dedicate to it, if you're only doing it part-time, then it's likely going to take even longer. And all of that is okay, but if you're not okay with building something over a long period of time and you're just trying to get quick money now, then building your own business or building your own app is really not a good idea for you because you're likely not going to see any kind of profit or money in the beginning months or even years. And really the first few months to years are really going to be a big investment up front for a large potential payoff later, but that payoff may never come. So it is much more risky than just getting a job, for example, and working for someone else and maybe getting experience on the job and then learning a bunch of stuff, and then it might be quicker to start your business afterwards. So the timeline is definitely something to consider when you're going to be building a business or app and looking at the time that it will take to become profitable. And the final reason to not start your own business, and probably the most important, is that you don't even want it. What I mean by this is you might have this idea that you want to be your own boss and you want to work for yourself and build your own business. But at the end of the day, you might not actually want that. You might not want to put in the work that's required for that. And really, it's probably more work than just going and working a regular job. But there are a lot of benefits and a huge potential upside to starting your own business. So you do have potentially bigger gains with starting your own business, but you might not be the type of person that wants to spend as much time that's required to start something new, especially if you're doing it by yourself. You really need to consider what your priorities are in life, and these change throughout time. So maybe right now in your life, it's not the best time to try and start a business. Or maybe it is. That's a question you need to figure out for yourself. Everyone is going to have different responsibilities, and maybe you don't have the time to dedicate to starting a business. And that's all right, but it's something to consider when you are thinking about starting your own venture. So really, these things are just something to consider when contemplating starting something new. But I do want to be clear, I think everyone can start their own business. It's really just a matter of if you should or not, or if you want to or not. So really my point of this video is to get you to think about if you want to be starting your own business or starting your own mobile app, or if maybe you want to be doing something completely different. I think one of the best ways to test this is actually to start and do it on the side. Try out your business, see if you can get any traction with your business at all. And if you can, that's a good sign. I would never really recommend going 100% all in on a new business without having started it in tandem with your current job. Now, it depends. Maybe you don't have a job and maybe you are looking for income right now. And if that's the case, you might be better off actually getting a job and then also working on your business and app as a side project. And then over time, maybe that side project can take over and become your main source of income. Hopefully you found this video useful, and I do hope that all of you are starting your own businesses. Let me know down below what businesses you're starting. All right, ciao for now.